Well, hello there, Speed Gaming. Sorry about this late commentary edition. We just managed to get somebody. So, my name is Tracy. The rest of this. Looks like we have Behemoth versus Elminster. Behemoth having just gotten that world record almost a week and a half ago. So, super excited about that. Elm looks like he's not that far behind. Just getting Behemoth doing some nice Ridley fight going on here. He'll take 60 total shots of that Charge, Ice, Wave, Spazer combination. He'll probably use some of those supers to finish Ridley off after he turns to that nice pink color. Elm, in the meantime, gets through worst from the game and going into the amphitheater. All things considered, this is pretty darn close. We know that this is quite a difference in these two runners, Behemoth being in that so-called top 3 with Zosti and Oats and Goats, and of course having just gotten that world record. Behemoth, a very good runner in his own right, so for all things considered, doing pretty well. Looks like taking a little bit of an extra safety getting the Firefly E-Tank. Not a bad idea. Looks like his energy was pretty low at that point, so picking up the E-Tank is certainly adds that extra bit of safety. Behemoth, in the meantime, finishing up that Ridley fight. He's going to pick up the extra E-Tank here, too. I wonder if he'll pick up the Botwoon E-Tank as well. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, and Behemoth looking to get out of Lower Norfair. And having those power bombs, looks like he may have farmed some of those extra power bombs in the Firefly room just to make sure he has them. Keeps him from having to get the power bombs a shame. And we just got a bit of a high five going through that wasteland area. Elm using some very nice Shine Spark strats to get through the Ninja Pirates. And Elm getting ready to go into his Ridley fight. Since both runners are doing new route, neither one of them is going to get Plasma Beam. They'll also take Elm 60 shots. And unfortunately for Elm, he only has 2 supers here. So he's going to be pretty much all Charge Ice Wave Spazer shots. You'll save him a couple shots if he uses those supers. You could save maybe 1 shot by using his missiles. And Behemoth out of Lower Norfair. Elm doing a pretty good job with this pogo pattern. Ridley's already nice and pink. Using up those few supers he has. Behemoth's gonna go in and kill Kraid. Doing the true new route. It's a little faster to go to Kraid afterwards. For one thing, he's got his speed booster, which saves a couple of seconds. In the meantime, Elm finishing up Ridley very nicely. That's a difficult fight when you have to do the full 60 shots, or darn near the full 60 shots. The other thing is, as you just saw Behemoth go through the mini Kraid, ammo management is a little bit easier when you get to go through mini Kraid at this point. He'll get a nice refill on supers after he finishes up with Kraid here. And Behemoth with a very nice Kraid quick kill. He'll pick up his Varia suit. And keep in mind, the runners absolutely do need to pick up the Varia suit. Gravity pretty much does everything that Varia does, except one big thing in the Mother Brain fight. That Rainbow Beam with Varia suit is going to cause only 300 damage, as opposed to 600 damage with Gravity suit. So you'd have to pick up 3 extra E-Tanks, which would take much longer. So El making his way out of Lower Norfair. And no surprise that Behemoth passes right by the Kraid E-Tank. If he's going to pick up a 4th E-Tank, he'll pick it up Botwoon. Much more on the way. And now we have Behemoth into Meridia, headed towards his last boss. Elm, in the meantime, making his way through those pesky 3 Musketeers. That last little bit of the game throws at you out in Lower Norfair, saying, "We're not done with you yet." But he gets out just fine, and he'll head over to Kraid. And Behemoth heading in for into Botwoon, setting up for an X Factor. And gets a very nice 1 round. He's got really good energy, so let's see if he picks up this E-Tank or not. Nope, goes right on by it. Chooses to farm up a few extra missiles. And gets the full halfie through Coliseum. And Behemoth about to enter into his Dragon fight. Has just enough regular missiles to deal with the turrets without having to go into his super stash. Meanwhile, Elm about to go into his Kraid fight. See if he can get the quick kill. Behemoth, meanwhile, has X Factors flying all over the place, but nice thing about the Dragon fight is normally if those X Factors don't hit, you can't shoot anything, but since we're using Shine Spark Strats here, no problem with that. Gets a nice blue suit to finish off Dragon, then picks up the Spark suit. Or, sorry, the Spike suit. In New Route, typically you don't need to pick up Space Jump. The only room where it would make any difference is Coliseum. Typically the runners will try and get that blue suit or that Spike suit to get across. As we see Behemoth do right there. And beyond that, the Space Jump isn't really necessary, so it's just a time loss to pick it up. Also, we notice that we're not going to pick up Plasma Beam here. Yeah, it would take 20 shots to kill Mother Brain instead of the full 60. But the amount of time it would take to pick up that Plasma Beam doesn't quite save enough on that end game fight. El, meanwhile, leaving Kraid's lair, he's going to go over to Meridia. Behemoth's energy, not great. His super count is pretty good. His regular missiles are a bit low. I still suspect he'll go right by the ship and not stop there. When you go into Turian, it's your super count that really matters, because there's a certain point, once you get past those Metroids, you just can't refill them. There is always the missile refill station if he doesn't quite get the drops for that. And as expected, Behemoth goes right by the ship. His energy's not great, but the Metroid should be able to heal him up. I mean, there's only 3 tanks to fill up anyway. Elm going into his Botwoon fight. It's a nice opening X Factor. Doesn't quite land all his supers, though. Looks like he's just going to do the stand in the corner and shoot until Batwoon is dead. The nice thing is once Batwoon is moving really fast, he no longer shoots those fireballs at you, so it's very easy to dodge if you just stay in that little corner. And Elm's opting to get that E-Tank at Batwoon. That extra bit of safety. Nothing wrong with that. No, actually, Behemoth can't go for stand-up. You need 7 energy tanks for that. Certainly not enough of a time save for that. And Elm with a very nice full halfie. Grabs that extra super drop so that he doesn't have to use missiles on the Ghidorah here. He'll start with that X-Factor Shine Spark combination too. Setting up for that. Looks like Behemoth going for some grouping strats. Already his missile count's up to 16, much better. And he's up to full ammo, so very well done. And one more Metroid room here. At the same time, Elm is going to finish up Dragon, I suspect. Oh, not quite. A little bit high on that last spark. So Elm just finishes her off with missiles. Let's see if Behemoth can get that baby skip. His energy is really dicey, though. Certainly nothing that he can't handle, but he's gonna have to be very careful when he gets to Mother Brain here. Assuming he gets the baby skip here. Something he's more than capable of doing. And he does! Very nicely done. Taking the safety save. Yeah, with this energy, that's probably a good idea. Certainly, even as close as Elm is, a death or a soft lock due to ammo here would make it close. But I think it's a good idea to go ahead and take this. Having a little bit of trouble with the Zeb skip, but gets through. Okay, no problem with Mother Brain 1. Now it's going to be 60 shots and pretty much can't take any hits. Meanwhile, Elm looking pretty good on energy. His super count is a little bit low. We'll see if he stops at the ship. Again, I would guess not. Typically, runners don't. We know the Metroid drops can be really trolly at times, but sometimes, you know, we're just gonna rely on those Metroid drops. So hopefully we don't get. Hopefully Elm doesn't get, or does get, some good drops here when he gets in there into Turian. And indeed, Elm skips the ship. Elm trying to get down to Turian as quick as he can, knowing that perhaps if something happens here, he can be right back in this race. But Behemoth already to the ketchup beams, Certainly they're much more dangerous if you get hit, but they're a little bit easier to dodge. And no, Elm's almost through. And it looks like he's gotten all the way through. Excellent. Meanwhile, Elm gets to take a little bit of a break as he goes through the G4 cutscene. In the meantime, let's go ahead and remind everybody to follow these runners. Both excellent runners. Behemoth, again, like we said, just setting that world record. Elminster, very accomplished in both this game and A Link to the Past, and doing really good things in both the combo tournaments that combine the randomizer combination tournaments that do both The Link to the Past and Super Metroid. And Elm through all the Metroid rooms, Behemoth on Mother Brain 3. Really good pace here for Behemoth. See if he can sub 42 this. Or sorry, sub 43. He's hurt. Yeah. Meantime, Elm is frankly on a really good pace as well. Just when you go up against someone like Behemoth, you just do your best and hope for you do your best. Do a good race. Hope for the best. Elm doesn't get the baby skip. He'll have to refill here. Yeah, last minute, 8 a.m. for me. Wasn't expecting to do this, so hopefully I'm doing okay. And in the meantime, oh my, Behemoth had done with an official SRL time of 43:05. GG. Oh, wait. Okay, in the meantime, Elm is on his Mother Brain too. Take him also 60 shots. Also on a really good pace here. Okay, now Elm just waiting for that the baby Metroid to come save him. And there it is. And while we're doing this, let's go ahead and talk about what's coming up in this tournament. At 6 o'clock tonight, we have Robotallion versus Zosti. At 2:30 a.m. tomorrow, thank you, Sephi, Antinomy versus Oats and Goats. And on Saturday at noon, we have Sloters 27 versus 2Cat. All very good races upcoming. At this point, we're in the round of 16. We're getting to the close to the quarterfinals. Everybody left in this tournament is really good. Everybody deserves, always Eastern time. Everybody left in this tournament is really, really good. So definitely need to hop in and watch as much of these as you can when they come up. Elminster makes very quick work of Mother Brain 3. And all that's left to him is the escape. Elm having no trouble going through the escape so far. Except maybe that very little bit of a hitch at the very beginning of it. Misses the spark. Decides not to go back for it. What? Okay, I have not seen this before. Going for bomb jumps to get out. I don't recommend this. I mean, it works, I suppose. Yeah. Oh my god, he's still going for the bomb jumps, even though he's in the acid now. What are you doing, Elm? I'm not sure you can survive. Yeah, there you go. That would have been cool, but I'm not sure you could survive the acid long enough to get all the way up. And Elm finishing up with an official SRL time of 49:16. GG to Elm. Ah. And again, be sure to follow these runners. Like I said, you have Behemoth, one of the best Super Metroid runners in the world, if not the best. You've got Elm, very good Super Metroid runner in his own right, very good at Link to the Past. And let's see. Oh, it looks like Elm has decided to join us. Thank you for joining us, Elm. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Well, first of all, I'm glad I was able to step in at the last minute. Don't know what happened earlier on, but
yeah, thank you for stepping in.
But I'm sitting there waiting for it to start, and I said, "Well, I'm available. I don't have to work for another hour or so." So, so I figured I might as well. What did you think of the run today?
My run wasn't great. It wasn't super terrible either, but like my moat was good. My Fantine was good for me. Had some hiccups that didn't cost too much time. I almost forgot to get Ice Beam, but early game I was flustered because frustrations with the delays and setting up the race and all that. That's really what it was. Like people were saying it was nerves, but wasn't really nervous going into this.
Yeah, and it's tough when you're going against one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to win this. Well, I mean, like the only chance is if he died somewhere bad. So I went into knowing it didn't really matter how I played. Like if I play well and he doesn't die, I lose. If I play badly and he dies somewhere bad, then I win. So, but I am I'm not too happy with this run, but I am happy with overall how I did in the tournament. I didn't die in any games. I didn't really drop any that I shouldn't have.
Yeah, and I mean it's been a good run. Getting to the round of 16. I mean, congratulations on that. First of all, that just getting to this round means you're pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that. And I learned new routes specifically for this tournament, so it pushed me to do that, which was cool.
Yeah,
I have that under my belt.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I commentated when you broke that out, so that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, I know you're still in the 1v1 on the combo rando, so certainly good luck to you on that.
Yeah, thank you. I've got my semifinal match for that scheduled for Saturday night, 10:30.
Okay, excellent.
It's not on Speed Gaming; it's on TGRC. But yeah,
still worth tuning into. Also, anything else you'd like to add about today, or about the tournament in general?
Oh no, that's it. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad that this is actually the first SEB like vanilla tournament that I didn't completely bomb my performance in group stage and not make it out. So, and with any percent being as competitive as it is, I'm really happy that I made it even this far. So, for once, I had a good tournament.
Yeah, I'd say you had a pretty good tournament. Congratulations again. Round of 16 is pretty darn good. When you consider 105 people started and you're in the top 16, excellent tournament.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's it for me.
Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, you too. Okay, that's it for us here. I'm just going to go ahead and sign us off in just a second. Again, remember to follow those runners. Again, I'll remind you of the next races upcoming. We have 6 p.m. all times Eastern. 6 p.m. tonight, we have Robotallion versus Zosti. 2:30 a.m. we have Antinomy versus Oats and Goats. And at noon on Saturday, we have Sloters 27 versus 2Cat. Again, we are in the round of 16. So every runner left is really good, and we're going to see a lot of really good races upcoming. And again, follow those runners. Put that in. Whoops. It would help to. Let's try that again. Stupid caps lock. There we go. Because speed gaming is case sensitive, no surprise. So yeah, follow those runners, and hopefully we'll see you on these later races and in speed gaming. I don't believe there's anything going on right now in speed gaming. I can double check real quick. Nope. Next thing coming up on speed gaming is the Link to the Past Summer Tournament. Looks like that's coming up at 2 o'clock. At the same time, we have Legend of Zelda Oracle Seasons and Celeste on speed gaming 2 and 3 respectively. So be sure to tune in for those. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be.